There is a kind of peace that lives in certain homes, a quiet warmth that greets you the moment you step inside. In Denmark, they call it hygge. It is not just a style or a trend. It is a way of being, a way of living slowly, gently, and with intention. This video is an invitation to bring that feeling into your own home, not by buying new things or following complicated rules, but by making small, meaningful changes that reflect who you are and how you want to feel. As life slows down, comfort and simplicity become more important than ever. Every soft light, every cozy chair, every clear corner can become a quiet reminder that you are safe, supported, and exactly where you need to be. These 10 Danish-inspired ideas are not about decorating. They are about creating a home that holds you, a home that reflects peace, a home that helps you breathe a little deeper each day. Let us begin this quiet transformation together. 1. The 5-minute peace reset. Mornings can set the tone for the rest of the day, and sometimes a single small act can bring more calm than hours of planning or rushing. In the Danish way of living, simplicity is not just about how things look, it is about how things feel. The 5-minute peace reset is a gentle way to bring clarity, calm, and control into your daily life without overwhelm. Here is how it works. Choose one small area of your home. It could be the kitchen counter, your bedside table, the space near your favorite chair, or even the front door. Each morning, before reading the news or checking your phone, take 5 quiet minutes to bring order and warmth to that space. Wipe down the surface, fold a blanket, light a small candle if you like. Place one item exactly where it belongs. That is all. Nothing more is required. This is not about cleaning. It is about connection. A small reset that tells your mind, today begins with care. When done consistently, this 5-minute act becomes a comforting ritual. It reminds you that even in a world full of noise, you still have control over how your day begins. Many Danish homes use this kind of approach, not as a rule, but as a rhythm. A rhythm that says peace is not found in big changes, but in small, loving actions. Over time, you will begin to feel the shift. You may find yourself breathing deeper, moving more intentionally, and noticing the details of your home that bring you quiet joy. If 5 minutes feels too much, start with 3. The goal is not perfection. The goal is presence. And you deserve that kind of beginning every single day. 2. The hygge corner. Every woman deserves a space that feels like a warm embrace. In the Danish tradition, that space is often called a hygge corner. It is not a formal room. It is not reserved for guests. It is yours. A quiet place in your home that holds your presence and honors your peace. To create your hygge corner, start by choosing a spot that feels a little more peaceful than the rest. It might be by a window where sunlight spills in each morning. It might be a chair in the bedroom that nobody else uses. It could even be a small part of the living room that you claim as your own. This space does not need to be large or fancy. What it needs is intention. Add a soft throw blanket, a cushion that supports your back, or a small table for a cup of tea. Place 1 or 2 items that bring you happiness, perhaps a framed photo of someone you love, a small plant, or a book you enjoy returning to. Let this be a space where everything around you speaks gently and reminds you that you are safe. Visit your hygge corner every day, even if just for a few minutes. You do not need to be doing anything. Just sit, breathe, be. That stillness is more powerful than we realize. It tells your nervous system that it is okay to rest. It reminds your heart that you are allowed to have space just for you. As the days go by, this corner will become something sacred, not because of what is in it, but because of what it gives you, a return to self. It will hold you when you are tired, It will welcome you when you need quiet, and it will always remind you that your presence, just as it is more than enough. 3. The gentle declutter box. We often hold on to things because they once mattered, or because we fear we might need them one day. But the truth is, our homes speak to us through the things we choose to keep, and also through the space we allow ourselves to have. In Danish homes, decluttering is not about getting rid of things quickly. It is about making space for what brings us peace. This is where the gentle declutter box comes in. It is a quiet, respectful way to let go of what no longer serves you, without pressure, without guilt. Start by finding a simple box or a basket. It does not need to be large. Place it in a spot that is easy to reach, but not in the way. Over the next few days or weeks, gently place inside anything that you feel unsure about. These are not necessarily things you dislike. They might be objects you have kept out of habit, a decorative item that no longer brings you joy, a scarf you have not worn in years, a gift that made you smile once but now sits untouched. You're not throwing anything away yet. You're simply giving yourself space to pause and reflect. After about 30 days, open the box. Notice what is inside. Have you missed anything? Have you reached for any of these things in the past month? If not, consider donating them or passing them on to someone who may need them more. Letting go in this gentle way does not create loss. It creates clarity. It honors what those items gave you and allows your home to breathe a little more easily. The gentle declutter box is not about minimalism. It is about mindfulness. It helps you surround yourself only with things that support who you are now, in this season of life. And that space, both physical and emotional, can bring a peace you might not have realized was missing. 4. Mirror the light. In Denmark, where the winter months are long and the sun often sets early, light becomes one of the most treasured elements of a home. It is not just about brightness. It is about how light moves through a room, how it touches a space, how it changes the feeling of a moment. Danish homes are designed with this in mind, using mirrors not just as decoration, but as quiet companions that reflect and multiply the light. Bringing this practice into your own home begins with noticing. Take a moment to observe where natural light enters your space during the day. Where does the morning sun touch first? Which corners stay dim no matter what time it is? Once you are aware of the flow of light, you can begin to guide it, gently, like inviting a friend deeper into your home. Start with one mirror. It does not need to be large or ornate. A simple frame will do. Place it across from a window so it captures and reflects the light into a part of the room that would otherwise remain in shadow. This one shift can make your space feel instantly more open, more alive, and more welcoming. But mirrors offer more than physical light. They offer emotional light too. A well-placed mirror can reflect something beautiful, perhaps your favorite reading chair, a beloved plant, or a small collection of books. When you see those things doubled, the feeling they give you deepens. It is as if the mirror is saying, "This matters. Let us see it more clearly." Be mindful of what your mirrors reflect. Avoid placing them in a way that captures clutter or disorder. Let them highlight peace. Let them amplify calm. In doing so, you are not just creating a more beautiful space. You're creating a home that holds the light, inside and out. And as the seasons change, as the days grow shorter or longer, these mirrors will stay steady. They will continue to catch the sun and send it softly into your space, reminding you that light, like peace, is always waiting to return, if only we create room for it. 5. The 3-light harmony rule. Light shapes how we feel in a space. It does more than illuminate. It comforts, soothes, energizes, and restores. In Danish homes, lighting is treated with care and intention. It is not just about having enough light. It is about creating the right kind of light for each moment of the day. This is where the 3-light harmony rule comes in. The idea is simple. In every room, try to include 3 different light sources, each with a different purpose and tone. Together, they bring a kind of balance that mirrors the natural rhythm of the day and supports your energy, your emotions, and your routines. The first light is cool light. This light is clear, bright, and ideal for focus. It is helpful in spaces where you need to be alert, like the kitchen when you are preparing a meal, or your desk when writing a letter or reading the newspaper. Use it in the morning or early afternoon, when your body is naturally more active. But avoid relying on this light in the evening, as it can be too stimulating and prevent your mind from relaxing. The second light is neutral light. This is the middle ground, soft and balanced, close to natural daylight. It is ideal for general use during the daytime, such as in the living room or hallway. It keeps your home feeling fresh and open without being too harsh or too dim. Neutral light works well when you are entertaining friends, moving through daily tasks, or enjoying time with family. The third and most beloved in the Danish home is warm light. This light is golden, gentle, and soothing. It mimics the soft glow of candlelight or the setting sun. It is the kind of light that invites you to breathe deeply, unwind, and feel safe. Use warm light in the evening, in your bedroom, in your hygge corner, or anywhere you seek comfort. This light tells your nervous system, you can rest now. The beauty of the 3-light harmony rule is in the flexibility it offers. You do not need to install fancy lighting. Simple floor lamps, table lamps, or even a strand of soft fairy lights can create the desired effect. The goal is not perfection, it is comfort. Allow your lighting to change throughout the day, just as your energy does. By layering your light in this way, you give each part of your day the atmosphere it needs. Morning becomes brighter, afternoons feel calm, and evenings become a gentle invitation to slow down and return to yourself. Light, when treated with care, becomes more than illumination. It becomes a companion. 6. Living with plants. Lightly. There is something deeply calming about having a living plant nearby. It is not just the color or the shape. It is the presence. A plant breathes. It changes slowly over time. It responds to the seasons, just like we do. In Danish homes, plants are not used as decoration. They are welcomed as part of the family. They are treated with quiet respect, and in return, they offer a steady, natural sense of peace. If your home does not yet have a plant, now is a lovely time to begin. Start small. Choose one plant that is well suited to your home's natural light and to the care you feel ready to give. It could be a peace lily that thrives in lower light, a small pothos vine that grows gracefully from a shelf, a jade plant that needs little watering but brings a soft, full beauty to a space. You do not need a dozen plants. 1 or 2, placed with care, can transform a room. Put them where you can see them often. Near your reading chair, on the windowsill by the sink, at the center of your table during meals. Let them become part of your day. Taking care of a plant is a quiet form of connection. It asks for just a little attention, some water, a turning toward the sun, a dusting of leaves. And in return, it gives life. It gives air. It gives presence. Over time, you will notice how simply being near a healthy, growing plant can settle your thoughts. It reminds you to slow down. It shows you that growth is quiet, and that beauty does not need to ask for attention. It simply is. You may even find yourself talking to your plant. That is perfectly natural. In Denmark, many people believe that the energy we give to our homes matters. Plants receive that energy and return it in their own way. They are companions in stillness. Let your plant be a gentle teacher. Let it show you how to grow, slowly, gracefully, and with patience. In a world that often pushes us to do more and be more, A single green leaf can say something entirely different. This moment is enough. You are enough, just as you are. 7. Sense of stillness. Scent is one of the most powerful ways to shape the feeling of a home. It moves through space quietly without needing attention, but it lingers. It changes how we feel in a room, even before we notice why. In Danish homes, scent is not strong or artificial. It is gentle, natural, and deeply tied to the rhythm of daily life. It is the smell of fresh bread in the morning, a touch of lavender in the bedroom, or the scent of pine when the windows are open to the breeze. Creating stillness through scent begins with memory. Think back to a place where you felt calm and safe. What did it smell like? Perhaps it was your grandmother's home with a hint of vanilla or clean laundry. Maybe it was the woods after a rain, or a kitchen filled with spices during the holidays. That scent, whatever it may be, can become your anchor. You do not need fancy perfumes or expensive candles. You can use a small bowl of dried herbs, a few drops of essential oil in warm water, or even fresh lemon peel in a cup near your window. The idea is to let the scent support the mood you want to create in each room. In the morning, you might use something fresh and awakening. Citrus scents like orange or lemon can bring clarity and lightness. In the kitchen, rosemary or thyme can feel grounding and alive. And in the evening, warm scents like cinnamon, vanilla, or sandalwood can help you soften into rest. The key is not to overwhelm. Keep the scent subtle, like a whisper in the background. Let it blend into the space, not take over. And most importantly, let it bring you peace. You may find that just one familiar smell is enough to change your mood. It is a reminder that your senses are always listening, always guiding you toward comfort. Danish homes are full of quiet details. Scent is one of those details. It invites stillness without asking. It brings the past into the present. It tells the story of who you are and where you find rest. And in the quiet moments, when your home carries your favorite scent, it becomes more than a house. It becomes your memory, your comfort, and your peace. 8. Whispering gratitude. Gratitude does not always need to be spoken out loud. Sometimes it lives best in whispers. In the Danish way of life, thankfulness is not a grand display. It is a quiet habit, practiced through small daily actions and moments of attention. Your home, more than any other place in your life, holds your stories, and it deserves to be seen with appreciation. Each day, take a few minutes to walk through your space slowly. As you pass by each area, offer it a silent thank you. Thank the chair that supports you while you read. Thank the window that lets in the morning light. Thank the floor that carries your steps, even if they are slower than they used to be. This act of whispering gratitude is not about ignoring what needs to be cleaned or fixed. It is about choosing to see what already gives you comfort, safety, and joy. And when you focus on what is working, what is good, your home begins to feel more like an ally than a list of chores. Some women find it helpful to write down a few things each day. You can keep a small notebook in your hygge corner and jot down 3 things in your home you are grateful for. They do not have to be big. Maybe today you are grateful for the kettle that heats your tea, or for the picture on the wall that reminds you of a trip long ago, or for the quiet stillness of the afternoon light in your living room. This practice also changes how you take care of your home. When you are grateful for your bed, you make it with more love. When you are thankful for your dishes, you wash them with gentler hands. Gratitude invites us to care, not from duty, but from love. Over time, whispering gratitude becomes part of your rhythm. You will begin to notice more beauty in the ordinary. You will find small moments of joy where you once saw only routine. And most of all, you will build a deeper, more tender connection with your home, the place that holds your life, your rest, and your heart. 9. The Joy Object Principle. Beauty does not have to be everywhere. Sometimes, one single object is enough to light up an entire room. Danish homes are often minimalist, but they are never empty. Each item is chosen with care, and every room holds something that brings joy, not because it is expensive or trendy, but because it carries meaning. This is the heart of the joy object principle. In your home, begin by choosing one object in each room that makes you smile every time you see it. It might be a photo of a loved one, a handmade ceramic bowl, a seashell from a beach you once walked, or a note written by a grandchild. It might be a book that changed your life, a scarf passed down through generations, or even a tiny sculpture that feels like a secret treasure. What matters is not how the object looks to others, but how it feels to you. When you see it, your heart should soften. You should feel a memory, a sense of warmth, a reason to pause. That is your joy object. Place it somewhere visible and safe. Give it a little space to breathe. You do not need to surround it with decorations. Let it be the quiet center of the room. When your eyes find it, it will act as an anchor, a gentle reminder of what you love and who you are. You may find that some rooms already have a joy object, even if you did not realize it, and some rooms may feel empty until you place one there. That is a good thing. It means you are starting to see your home not just as a structure, but as a reflection of your inner world. Over time, this practice becomes a form of self-expression. You are not decorating for anyone else. You're creating a space that honors your life, your history, and your present peace. And when others visit, they may not notice the joy object the way you do, but they will feel something. They will feel the love you have placed in the room. They will feel the difference, because when even one object brings you joy, the entire room begins to glow. 10. The Evening Glow Ritual. As the day comes to a close, your home has a quiet request. It wants to rest, just like you do. In Danish homes, there is a beautiful tradition of winding down the house in the evening. It is not about cleaning or organizing. It is about creating a soft transition from doing to being, from light to dark, from activity to calm. This is what we call the evening glow ritual. It begins with lighting. Turn off the overhead bulbs. Let the bright lights rest. Instead, turn on a small lamp or two. Choose a warm-toned bulb if you can. The soft golden glow helps your mind begin to slow down. It signals to your body that the busy part of the day is over, and now it is time to return to stillness. If you enjoy candles, this is a perfect time to light one. Place it in a safe, quiet place, a shelf, a windowsill, your table. Let the flame flicker softly while you move through your evening. You may choose to play quiet music or simply let silence fill the space. Both are welcome. Next, walk through the common areas of your home. Gently fold the throw blanket on the sofa. Fluff a pillow. Tuck in the corners of your day, not perfectly, just mindfully. You might prepare a warm cup of tea or write a few lines in a notebook. These small gestures are not chores. They are blessings. They say to your home, "You held me today. Thank you." This ritual becomes even more meaningful when done consistently. Over time, your body and mind begin to recognize it as a sign of peace. You may find that you sleep more deeply, that your thoughts feel softer, that your heart feels more at ease. The Danish way of life teaches us that rest is sacred, that we deserve softness, that the final moments of the day can be the most healing if we allow them to be. So each night, invite the glow. Let your home dim gently. Like a sunset, let the light fall gently on the objects you love, and let the quiet rise like a warm blanket, wrapping around everything you have lived that day. Your home will thank you, and your heart will too. You have now walked through 10 quiet but powerful Danish-inspired ways to transform your home. Not with new furniture, not with effort or expense, but with presence, with care, with intention. This is not about creating a perfect home. It is about creating a home that supports who you are now, a woman with wisdom, with stories, with a heart that deserves peace. Each of these small rituals, the 5-minute morning reset, the gentle glow of evening light, the joy object in the corner of the room, they are not about style. They are about soul. Your home is not just a place where you live. It is a reflection of your life. It holds your laughter, your quiet moments, your memories, and now it can also hold your rest, your peace, your stillness. There is no need to do all 10 at once. Start with one. Choose the tip that speaks to you most and begin there. Let it grow naturally. Let your home shift slowly, the way seasons do. This is not a race. It is a return. And if this message touched something in you, I invite you to keep this space close. Subscribe to this channel where we honor the slower pace, the deeper joys, and the kind of wisdom that comes not from books, but from living. You're not alone in seeking peace. You're part of a beautiful circle of women who are learning, like you, to come home to themselves. Until next time, be gentle with your space. Be gentle with your heart. And remember, home is not a place you decorate. It is a feeling you create. One breath at a time, one light at a time, one moment of quiet joy at a time.